Sandra. LASMA seeks collaboration with Public Complaints Commission. Lagos State government warns residents as extended Okada ban begins today. Governor Akeredolu criticizes federal government over 4 billion naira pipeline contract. Emirates suspends Nigeria flights for 10 days. In business, banks' assets rise 22% to 65 trillion naira. Gas prices rises 122%. Household incomes shrink. On the foreign scene, bombs kill 3 in Somali capital. International Monetary Fund approves $1.3 billion loan to Zambia. And in sports, Serena defeats second seed Conservate to reach third round in US Open. Ndidi set for 170th EPL game against Manchester United. And that is the headline news. Details at noon.
When the airwaves in your market become more and more crowded, it's time to break it open and really stand out. Broken Air. It's here.
On Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Lagos.
All right, we're back and it's still Lagos through the ages on Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Sahid Fuhad and today we have been looking at the Ogu people, the history of the Ogu people. And I'm joined on the show today via the phone line by Sir Architect Fasinu Miyise Richard, who is the Ajanu Oluvi of Badagry Kingdom. Sorry, Architect Fasinu, you still there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, yes. So we just have to quickly take the news update. We've talked about areas in Lagos where you find the Ogu. So
very major. We have a larger part of the Ogu West. Yes.
Okay, so which areas? When you say Ogun West, for people who don't know,
the Adodo, the Laro, the Yewa, the Yewa area, Owode, Idiroko.
Okay.
Like that, yeah, sure. Then some parts of the in Egba, we have some parts of the Ogus in Egba.
Okay, but for the Ado, the area that's the that part of Ogun State. What account because again, I'm looking more at migration across the coastlines. But what accounted for that migration to that part of Ogun State? Is there a reason or because some people have said maybe the influence or the impact of the border area, because the area is a border area to Benin Republic, so it's just a migration across border, or is there anything that? So
there are waterways in there's a part in Badagry called the Yafin that you can connect to Ere in Adodo.
Okay.
Then from Ere, the people head all over.
Okay, so let's go to specifics now. Let's go to specifics. We're going to be looking at the culture, the cultural heritage and peculiarities of the Ogu people. Let's start with religion. What can we say if we're going to be talking about the cultural peculiarities of the Ogu people?
As the most popular African religion in the world, and the earliest religion is the voodoo. Voodoo that we call the voodoo. Voodoo. Yeah, the white man came and coined it as voodoo because probably this it sounds like voodoo.
Okay.
The main pronunciation is voodoo.
Okay, not voodoo.
Yeah, it's a traditional esoteric powers that the Ogu people use to connect with their ancestors. So, and that is the religion that is now majorly practiced in the white world now.
Okay.
But we, definitely once we come on our stuffs in Africa, we coin it negative line.
Okay. So we see it as
I tell you, whichever gathering that takes 2, 3, 4 people in an enclosed place is cult. So when you want to term a certain people's religion as
Architect Me said, do you think the fact that Africans have a tendency of keeping their religion so secret is the reason why it's has that occultic coloration?
Yeah, they don't make it secret. It is over time that when the dominance of the white religion came and they felt what these people were doing, they should get ostracized from the society. That is what is given the facial coloration as secret. It really used to be opened, because we have points where all this religion where practiced or probably taken as it is meant to be. Then you understand. But now you like, okay, I don't know if you're conversant with some the Homers.
Okay.
Yeah, the Homers. They are like a kind of university.
Okay.
University, a convergence of young hearts trained in different powers and trained in different vocations of how they can really survive life. You understand? But because our African context takes it like you have to clarify some parts of your body, you have to do some types of incantation. I don't know. It's a thing that you have to just start feeling it is in the negative.
Well,
you understand?
Even though I'm not of Ogu origin, but I'm sure you know I schools in Badagry, and I had that misconception about the woman you are talking about, and in fact, it always looks very scary at that time, because when you say they want to, it's like, oh, maybe there's something that you need to do, or it's a way of actually punishing people and all of those kind of things. So you have these kinds of misconception about. But let's leave religion, because if we decide to go too deep into that,
exactly. Thank you. Thank you for that.
But let's look at the food of the Ogu people, the traditional food of the Ogu people. What food can you really say, yes, if you see this is the food of an average or a typical Ogu person?
Well, there's a saying that says, any man married to an Ogu woman is a successful man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that goes much into what the man puts in his tummy.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So that's to tell you that the Ogu people have varieties of delicacies that you cannot just grab anywhere.
Okay.
Ogu people are palatable that you always want to come back to. Yeah, like we have the moyo.
Moyo. We call it moyo then. I know we used to play around it then. But let's break it down. Which one is moyo? Or moyo?
Moyo, yeah. Moyo is a combination of raw. It can be smoked. It can be barbecue meat too.
Okay.
And the way they make it very well, and definitely when you come around and you have a feel of it for the first time, you always want to have it again.
We always try that with it then, and it tastes really nice,
Agasa, have you taken agasa gbogbo?
And I don't know that one.
Agasa gbogbo is the other crab. The crab, the lobster.
No, we call it akon gbogbo. Is okay. The lobster. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah. So lobster is I think this bigger shrimp.
Yeah, the bigger of the shrimps.
Yeah. But the lobster sometimes comes and look like the akon gbogbo, like you rightly. Yeah. So agasa gbogbo, there are different types of ways that they make all these things that makes it so unique. The Ogu people and the Yoruba people got very, very familiar lines to much of their stuff. you know, and it is because they are so much interwoven. They are intermarry. It's a kind of a combination that once you get to see lots of peculiarities between the Yorubas and the Ogus, you know.
Okay, all right.
It
will be completely wrong for me to talk about all of these things. Since you are the Ajanu Oluvi of Badagry Kingdom, it will be completely. It will be incomplete for me to have this interview with you, and not talk about traditional rulership of Badagry or the Ogu people. Yes. Let's look at that. You know, the Akran of Badagry, for example. How important is that stool? How important is that stool?
Yeah, you know, the Akran of Badagry. How we once you mention the Akran of Badagry, you must follow it up with 3 highways. That's the showing your respect to the number one, the most powerful, the greatest monarch of all time, you know, of Badagry Kingdom. You know, Badagry Kingdom actually covers all parts of Lagos. Then it's spread it down from Badagry to Ekpe, all through the mainland back. And the paramount ruler then was very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. The seat is still as powerful as it used to be. And it covers the whole kingdoms of Badagry. You remember when the Badagry division was still to Apapa?
Yes, but you know.
Yeah, so the rulership was spread all over to that part then. So you see, I don't know. I really don't want to go to jurisprudence
the politics of the powers
exactly, because nowadays it is no more the way the traditional monarchy system rules is handled. You know, before a monarch can actually take over a whole town by virtue of his powers, the way he's the way he can gather his people and cover all that. He can encapsulate a whole town. But now it is the politics of, you know, who is who. And that had really so much reduced the powers of the monarchy system of Nigeria. So we need not go into that much.
Okay.
But the Akran of Badagry is the paramount ruler of the Badagry Kingdom.
Let's talk about the current Akran. I'm trying to quickly dig up his name. You know, I've seen him several times. Yes. One, yes, of Badagry.
Of Badagry.
Let's talk about him, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, he's a well-learned a journalist by excellence, and a humanitarian to the core, a royal father of all, a spreader of peace, and a lover of mankind. I give it to him. He is our father, and he's the one that had been able to contain all situations and give a good living to all living in Badagry. So we are so thankful to him. You can see that there's a particular thing that they keep saying. If all Lagos is burning, if all the parts of Lagos is burning, you don't bring it to Badagry.
Yeah, I think I can attest to that. It's a very peaceful, it's a very peaceful town. Very peaceful.
Very well. It is because of the power and the grace that had been bestowed upon our royal father. So that's it.
Let's quickly talk about the tourism potentials of Badagry. I know a lot is being said about the fact that we're not doing enough to tap into the tourism world, the potentials of tourism, what it can bring to us as a country. But let's look at Badagry. What are the tourism potentials in Badagry, and how can the government, of course, bring this to life?
Yeah, you see, Badagry is the tourism hub of Nigeria. I tell you, if it's well harnessed, the whole world will see Badagry as the next Italy. where every other person wants to come.
It could be the Venice of Africa if we do it.
Yes, I'm telling you, every we got all the parts, all the things that are required to be touched are all here, untapped. It is in recent times with the grace of our the past former permanent secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Dr. Olaide Mesewaku, had actually, opened lots of paths into the tourism lines of Badagry. In fact, as a matter of fact, I was privileged to have a talk with him some few months ago, and he came and was dishing out all that is about Badagry on the tourism part and what he feels should come. In fact, I don't know. All this should be tapped into. Badagry will come to be the best part that any tourist can come to. Yeah,
a tourism destination for anybody that wants to.
Very, very well, very well.
Okay, let's go back to cultural peculiarities of the Ogu people. We've talked about traditional rulership of Badagry. Let's look at dance and music.
Wow.
Dance and music, because I know the Ogu dance comes with a lot of energy. Yes,
very well.
You can't dance without exerting a lot of energy. It's not
very
you have this rhythmic movement that comes with the drums, and so let's look at dance and music of the Ogu people.
Yeah, thank you. You see, we at any location or community, the only thing that keeps the first language that you can understand is music. And music comes before music comes. It has to come with drums. You understand? So the Badagry, the Ogu people had got lots of drums and music lines that had molded lots of situations in the world today. Let me give you an example of the Sato drum.
Yeah,
the Sato drum,
the very popular one. Yeah,
very, very popular. Yeah, once you get to see the Sato drum, you're talking about the Ogu people. You're talking about Badagry.
I think there's a statue of it at the Badagry roundabout. You can't miss that if you visit Badagry.
Very, very, very well.
So let's talk about that drum. Yeah, how significant is that drum?
The drum is a drum that is beaten during burials of great men. It is beaten at occasions to applaud the powers of the village chiefs, and it can only be beaten by orphans. Nobody. You don't just get your hands onto those.
So there's a spiritual part of it
the drum is the spiritual drum. That drum, you don't look into the inside.
Oh, okay.
It is not turned that you look into the inside.
It's even very tall anyway. So how do you?
Yeah, it is tall. It is tall. Yeah, that's right. So it is the significance. It's very, very, very powerful. It is used to ward off evil spirits from the community. Once the drum is beaten, you see the evil spirits start rolling off the community, and and it gives a kind of a relief to the sick. Once one is sick and you listen to that drum beating, there's a kind of a supernatural effect that it comes on you.
Wow.
That you start feeling the spiritual healing start coming on you, because it comes with some very, very special lyrics. Special lyrics from the heart directly. You see, what we call the spirit is what the Oyinbo people, the white people, have turned to something else. We are all spiritual animals. There are spirits, there are massive spirits around us that we can always use to conjure different stuff on our own. That is why in the Bible and the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible and the Holy that's bestowed upon us.
Oh, okay.
So and let the world know and sell to people, not someone telling you.
This me say Richard.
Thank you.
You know, it's been very interesting. Dagri. So I
that's
can
great.
you know that I can relate with what you're saying. Basically, but thank you so much for finding time to be on the phone with me on the show today, Lagos Through the Ages. I'm sure when we want to do something about Badagry too, I'll find a way to also reach out to you. Thank you so much. Because again, we need to quickly take some, some commercials and wheat and Oguson. But thank you so much for finding time to join me on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you, and you're so welcome.
All right.
All the best.
All right.
Thanks. I'll be glad to listen to that song.
Don't worry. Just after the commercials, we'll end the show with an Oguson.
All right, that's fine. Okay, all the best. Now. All right.